I've seen this show before. I've seen this episode before.
I agree.
It's giving Casey Kruger, Becky Sauerbrunn 2019.
Wow.
I totally agree.
In some very exciting NWSL news, the finalists for the 2024 NWSL Awards have been named. Let's start with the biggest and the baddest, MVP, Most Valuable Player. The nominees are Barbara Banda out of Orlando, Temwa Shawinga out of Kansas City, Orlando's Marta, Washington's Trinity Rodman, and Sophia Smith out of Portland Thorns. Sandra, are these the names you would have dropped for MVP candidates?
Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with these. I think there's among the top 4 teams, you can make an argument for a number of players, but I think for what we saw in terms of regular, consistent performances throughout the season, this is where it's at. And I think there might be folks who are like, Sophia Smith, what is she doing there again? Which I would argue is a dumb argument because I think we're looking at a Portland Thorns side that struggled all season. And we saw how much they struggled without Soph Smith. And maybe there's the further argument that they're not even in the playoffs if she doesn't exist. And that's pretty MVP caliber to me. So I like this run of names for the finalists.
Okay, so who's going to win MVP, Sandra?
Temwa Chawinga. Yeah.
Lisa, why don't you go next? Who's going to win MVP?
I think it's going to be Barbara Banda, guys. She's going to win. She's going to go all the way. I have to ride or die.
You're going to die on this hill. And I wish we could just run the Vladko interview clips where he listed off every single Shawinga stat, defensively, offensively, how consistent she's been. She's never really injured, just for safety protocols. She has MVP down on lock. And I honestly like that you are rocking with Barbara Banda. I mean, either winning is great. 2 African players that are, one's won the Golden Boot already. Another one is likely going to win MVP of 2024, breaking records. I love it, but it's going to be Shawinga. Sorry.
We'll talk when the awards and the winner is announced, guys. We're moving on from MVP. Defender of the Year nominees: San Diego's Naomi Girma, North Carolina's Kaylee Kurtz, Tara McKeown out of Washington, Orlando's Emily Sams, and Orlando's Kylie Strom. Do you like these noms, Darian?
I love these. I think these are great. You can't argue with any of them. I would say that Emily Sonnet, from that interview you guys did with Juan Carlos, yes, should absolutely be in there. She's been one of the most consistent defenders throughout 2024, and also plays up in the midfield. She definitely deserves to be in there. But I did think about that interview. It does work against them because they rotate so much. I think that could be an argument.
Sonnet's been one of the
champagne
most
problems
consistent starters for Gotham this year because she's played in the midfield a bit. She's played in that center back role. I have to imagine
outside back at times.
Exactly. She's played everywhere. I have to imagine the defender of the year might go to one of the Orlando defenders, though, just considering how strong this defense was for Orlando all year. And Gotham doesn't have a nominee in this mix.
It's so cute that you guys think that these votes aren't going to come down to the finest of margins now that the voting is open. I mean, the fact that there's not just 1, but 2 Orlando players that might not split a vote there amongst players, coaches, and GMs. Mm-hmm. And then also with media as well. And then who are the fans going to vote for? It might come down to that vote. I think this is the award that actually might get an upset.
Oh, so who do you think will win it?
Naomi Girma, because I've seen this show before. I've seen this episode before. It's giving Casey Kruger, Becky Sauerbrunn 2019.
Wow.
I totally agree. That's actually what I have. And I think Emily Sams should be winning it.
Wow.
This is no knock to Girma in any sort of way. It's unfortunate San Diego had such a rough year. That does work against you, but I think Emily Sams, as the breakout year that she's had, is absolutely deserving of this award.
But I think we're talking about our reactions to the candidates. I think this is a good 5.
For sure. Sandra, you teased it. Fans can vote. There's a link in our chat if you're with us live on YouTube. So go vote for who you think should win. Let's talk goalkeeper of the year quickly, though. Ann-Katrin Berger out of Gotham, Mandy Haught out of Utah, and Anna Morehouse out of Orlando. Sandra, who do you think is going to win? I know who Darian wants. So who do you think?
It's coming down to Morehouse and AKB for me. I think if I had to pick one, if I had to start someone in a championship final tomorrow, I think I'm leaning towards AKB.
Ooh.
Oh, Ooh.
Give me your case. Give me your case. Take it to the house, Darian.
I guess I would say Anna's been she's been there the entire season. Consistently has gelled so well with her back line. I think we've seen AKB make some mistakes playing out of the back that against teams that didn't capitalize on it. I just feel Anna has been much more consistent and broken these records. I think her chemistry with her back line is a little more seamless than AKB. So I would say, I mean, I'm rocking with Anna regardless. I'll die on this hill. Should have worn my Anna Morehouse kit today. But yeah, I definitely have to go with Anna. 13 clean sheets, I think. And anytime she's talked about her getting awards or goalkeeper, whatever, she's credited her backline, said this should be named the Orlando Award, not the Anna Morehouse. So I think that, yeah, it's been very sweet to see her, especially opening up to the media more. I love this for her.
Yeah, that's
but I think it's going with Anna for sure. Lisa.
I think AKB. Anna Morehouse. I think AKB, she hadn't been here all season. She came into the mix. I think that plays a factor. She definitely changed the way Gotham was able to build out of the back and rely on her a little bit more. But I think Morehouse has been more consistent throughout the entirety of the year. And that's what I'm looking at when I'm voting for this. New nominees for Midfielder of the Year: Croy Bethune, the rookie out of Washington; Vanessa DiBernardo out of Kansas City; Lola Bonta, also out of Kansas City; Marta, her second nom, Orlando; and Ashley Sanchez out of North Carolina. Darian, who do you think for Midfielder of the Year?
I think Vanessa DiBernardo deserves this award. Do I think she's going to win it? No. I think it's going to go to Marta, which another player absolutely deserving of this award. Legend in the game, retired from international football. Orlando would be a completely team without her. This league, this world of women's football would be a completely different world without her. So yes, Marta is deserving, but I think Vanessa DiBernardo, as underrated as this player has always been, and the incredible season she's had, should win it.
Change the game for Casey.
Ditto.
I like that shout too, but votes could be split there again, as Sandra mentioned, with DiBernardo and Labonta both nominated for Kansas City. Rookie of the Year presented by Ally: Croy Bethune out of Washington, Claire Hutton out of Kansas City, and Allie Sentnor out of Utah. All very, very deserving. And despite getting injured, I still think Croy Bethune is going to run away with this Rookie of the Year. I do. She was too influential, breaking the assist record in such a minimal amount of games. What do you guys think? Rookie of the Year?
It's going easily.
Croy.
Okay. Shout out to Claire Hutton and Allie Sentner.
I know, for sure. Great players. This rookie class was good. Coach of the Year: Gotham's Juan Carlos Amoros, Kansas City's Vlatko Ananovsky, and Orlando's Seb Hines. This one, to me, is one of the hardest. Sandra, who do you have?
I got Seb Hines just because of everything they've achieved this year, but it really is a three-headed monster for me in this one.
Seba! For sure. Easily. First Black coach to win this, I think. First Black coach to win the Shield. First Black coach to win Coach of the Year. I think he's going to do it and make history while he's at it.
I think Seb Hines should do it with all the records that he helped his team break this year. Their unbeaten streak that they went on. They win the Shield. I do think so, but hey, we'll see what happens there. You can vote, everyone. Fans can participate in the final round of voting. You must vote by November 15th at 3 p.m. Eastern, and the winners will be announced surrounding the NWSL Championship that is set for Saturday, November 23rd, 8 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff in Kansas City, and you can watch it on CBS.